and confused.
We're so confused.
Let me just confirm, because we started chatting away, and then I'm like,
oh, wait, you know what? I need to do this.
We are.
And turn this off. And I think if I do that, then the thing is, guys.
Technology.
Oh, my gosh. There we go.
There.
Oh.
It's done.
Happy Wednesday.
Again. Good morning, Monica.
We started earlier.
we were chatting away. We were talking about all kinds of stuff that was going on.
We're sorry you missed it because it was fantastic.
It was a lot of fun.
And Christie's like, are you sure we're on? I'm like, we're on. And then I'm like, I look forward and I'm like, oh, wait, I'm not wearing my glasses. So it was like, I was recording, but not streaming.
Streaming, yeah.
So
we recorded ourselves talking to ourselves.
Happy Wednesday.
Yeah.
We're a little tired. So yesterday we got up early, stood in line for 2.5, 3 hours. Lots of fun. Yay.
But you know what? We have driver's licenses now for the next 3 years.
But my coach.
And all this time that we got to spend together, it was lovely.
This is why she's saying this, because my coach is like, what the heck are you doing? You pay somebody to stand in line for you so you don't waste your time.
I tried to get someone to do it, and
No, you stopped at one person. So Wednesday, today, we get up at 6. I go and shoot a new listing. Yet we've had 2 accepted offers since we've been back. Like, we've been nonstop. So much so we haven't even unpacked yet.
But we did very wisely go spend some time at the beach yesterday afternoon. Well,
if you missed the video,
we did just a short little live yesterday.
Yeah, and it was good. Here's
good morning, Randy. Good morning, Lori.
Here's what I don't understand about some people. So somebody emailed me privately and said, John, should you be doing this? The optics, blah, blah, blah. 800,000 people have died. Do you know your odds of dying are the same as if you were to die driving to work every day? So here's my advice to you. Don't work. Stay home, because you're not going to die if you stay home. I told them
not to say this.
Afraid and in fear. And here's the thing. I understand what COVID is. I understand I could die, but I am not going to change the way I live. So, yeah, we sold everything and moved to a country we'd never been to before. We're already kind of crazy. So, yeah, with 4 young kids.
Good morning, Randy. And that is not to say that we are not being cautious.
Oh, we still follow the laws.
And we are doing what we have to do, but we're not going to let it run our lives and make it so we can't.
Well, this morning, I actually put on a mask and drove to the Flamingo security because I heard they're pretty tough. And I didn't say anything. And I'm just like, here's my license. Here's this. And they're like, oh, well, thank you so much. Here you go. And
what a good boy.
I could have said, are you a moron? But I didn't. So I wore the mask.
He's learning, you guys. He's learning.
Oh, it's for work.
Good morning, Jenna. It is for work. And you know, he has chosen not to go into the grocery stores with me, although we've only been into Chedraui really quickly. I need to do Costco. I need to do like a full grocery shop because, well, Zach didn't eat all of our food, but there's no like vegetables or anything like that, of course, left.
But if you need a mask to go inside, generally 9 times out of 10, not interested. Mm-hmm. I am not going to give my money to people who are like, you must do this to save humanity.
But I bet you he'll do it for Costco.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see. So yeah, it's the world is nuts.
Because that could potentially happen today, even if you're a big boy.
What? Yeah, I'm not a fan of silliness. So yeah, I was reading an article about these snowboarding masks that people wear with faces and stuff on it, and apparently it's worse than wearing a mask because they're very fluid in how they do. So it traps it for you and lets it out for them. And the reality is the more I read, the more I notice that there's no science on this. There really isn't. Yeah. Some people are like, it's a horrible thing. Some people are like, it's a great thing. And the problem is they're both experts. So when the experts have no freaking clue, what are you supposed to do?
So Randy and Jenna agree 100%. And Kathy, good morning, Kathy.
Yeah. So yeah.
You know, it is, and it's tough because there's so much out there that is not 100% factual, but people are selling it as fact.
Oh my God, yes.
People are confused and they're scared, and that makes people mean. sometimes.
Yeah.
And you know what? My thought is, if I have to wear a mask for now, I will, to make other people comfortable, because I don't think it's helping me at all. If actually, in my opinion, I've had this little stuffy thing.
You've got the COVID?
No, shut up. But I've just been a little stuffy, and because I am wearing that mask anytime I need to go out, because I am still doing the shopping, even in Canada. And I mean, it could be just getting now back used to the humidity and the air, back and forth air conditioning, humidity and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't think the mask is doing me any favors.
No, and you touch yourself all the time.
And oh yeah, and that's the other thing too, because especially here, because you're so hot and it's so hot and humid already, then you're putting something on your face that's covering you. And I tend to glow a little bit more than some women do. And so I'm always going like this and touching, even through my mask, because I can feel the droplets on my mouth and stuff. So
another interesting thing in Edmonton.
Good morning, Jeff and Sandra.
In Edmonton and Mexico City, and especially Mexico City, but Edmonton also, when I would have the mask on, I would have to pull the mask off and go, because I couldn't breathe. I don't have that problem here at sea level, which I love. Mm-hmm. So I don't find that constricting, but up there I did. So there is something, my lung function, I guess, is smaller than most. Yeah. So I have that extra carbon dioxide that's in the mask and breathing that in, which is not taking in the other stuff. And probably every, seventh, fifth time I'd have to do that. Yeah. Here, don't have to do it. So there's a lie that they're telling you, oh, it's just the same as breathing. It's a lie.
Well, it can't be, because there's something blocking it, right? But anyways, it is what it is. And Lori, yeah, I'm with you, Christy. I wear it because I have to at work. I want to wear it only because I want to make other people feel comfortable, because there are a lot of people that are scared. And
I want to make people feel uncomfortable.
And that's what John lives for, is to make people feel uncomfortable.
Because when you're in your comfort zone, you don't do anything. When you're out of your comfort zone, that is where the magic happens. So if you want to live a boring, terrible life, just don't leave your effing house. Stay in your house. Stay covered with the sheets above your head. Nothing bad will happen to you unless an asteroid takes your house out, or a hurricane, or a windstorm, or something. Oh my God.
Actually, Marie, we're looking at some masks that you've probably seen them. They're plastic, and they kind of attach, so they don't actually touch your face except for your chin. So they go under, and there's a strap that goes in behind, and John's going to explode.
Yes.
And so it's not covering your mouth. It's just covering your mouth. You know what I mean?
It just covers it. So when you sneeze, it goes like a waterfall. It explodes.
Yeah, it's not like that. Anyways, yes. So yesterday at the beach, we sat for
that was lovely. Probably 3 or 4 hours.
At least 3 hours. Yeah, we just sat. John and I had been busy all day, hadn't eaten anything. Was dropping off something for a client, and I said, let's just go and sit at the beach at Suka and have a margarita. And so we did, and we ended up ordering one of our favorite little snacky things, which is actually quite filling, even for 2 people, is their molcajete de queso, which is, I don't know if you guys can see, you really can't see it very well, but by that pineapple up there, there's a little black, or it looks kind of gray in there. Anyways, it's one of those lava stone bowls that they do salsas in.
It really looks different color. I'm just so. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong side.
You're on the wrong side, yeah, because it still looks gray in that. Anyways, yeah. They're delicious. Yeah, they do look something out of a sci-fi movie. So I'm trying to see. I think we might order some. Amazon does deliver them out here, so I think we might order some and just try them and see how they feel. Because if this does have to go on, it's not like we can stop. We still have to do business, and if it gets to the point, like I did I went to, we received a condo for a client, and we were all wearing masks, and I just thought, If we have to do that for a while, and especially if we have to be outside and doing it, at least in this one, we were in an air-conditioned condo doing the walkthrough and stuff. I would like to be as comfortable as possible while still making other people comfortable. I guess that's where I'm going.
Wow, we should just give them massages too.
Oh, I don't think.
Here, let me make you feel comfortable.
People get all sweaty. Ugh.
Yeah, it is a very strange.
So-
but you can use anything you want as a mask. There's no directive. So
Yeah.
I've seen dudes wearing women's panties, which I'm thinking, what a great idea. But yeah, Christie
I
won't let
saw
me
the
wear hers.
cloth plastic ones. Yeah, I saw those. I think they look really weird because you've got this border of cloth around, then you've got this big open thing.
I think
yeah.
they should do a digital one where your mouth just moves, and it would be like your kung fu mask. So the lips would just keep moving, and you would be saying, "Hey, how are you?" in your mouth.
But do you guys not find, those of you that have been going to restaurants and stuff, when you're in the restaurant and your waitress or your server is talking to you and trying to tell you things, the music is going in the background,
Can't hear them.
can't hear a damn thing. I'm sorry. It is really, yeah, like the weird dental dam look. That's very true.
Damn look.
Not that kind of dam.
Damn.
But anyways, yeah, so on to something. What else can we talk about? So we do have driver's licenses again here.
Woot.
I have to go and get my circulation papers. Those were paid for way back in February, and
They
then
take months.
they closed. And so I'm assuming they're probably ready. So I have to pop into the registry place here in Bucerius and pick those up to put them in the cars.
So, okay.
Oh, we have to get our car looked at because we still haven't got it started.
So when you go and you want to get your license renewed, which is
Yeah.
half price right now for the month of August,
Good
if
morning,
you're
Terry.
in Mexico and you have a license and it needs to be renewed in the next month or two or
Yeah,
three or
half,
four,
no, it's half price until the end of August.
yeah, but go until the end of August.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Because it is half price right now. The thing is you have to get there early. We were there at 7:30 and there was a lineup. We were 17 and 18 in the lineup.
And we got there an hour and a half before it opened.
So, and we were
Which
17
I thought
or
it
18.
opened at 8. So it's a good thing I thought I was wrong.
Okay, now I have to say.
Okay, just wait though. You can go back to that because Saulo did something. So Saulo is a friend of our kids. We know him. We've known him for years. He's a really awesome young man. He says he always has problems with people hearing him with the mask on. And as an English speaker, having to also hear a muffled Spanish accent or trying to understand the Spanish is even more difficult. First few times we went to when we were at the airport in Mexico City and people are talking to us in Spanish, I'm like, okay, this is going to be another learning curve. Because first of all, in English, which is of course my first and really only language, it was hard to understand these people. Now when they're talking to me either in Spanish or with an accent, it makes it even more difficult for my old ears.
It's like everybody
Good morning,
in the world.
Wendy. We were just talking about you.
Everybody in the world has turned into Charlie Brown's teacher. What are you saying?
Okay,
we don't
so
know.
what were you saying before that, though?
Oh, so on the way there, I'm like, okay, you have this, you have that.
Oh,
yes.
geez.
So as we're almost in line, we're in line an hour and a half
for an hour.
Christie's like, I don't have my passport.
Actually, no, that was 9:30. We were in line for 2 hours at that point. Because it was 9:30 when I called.
Wow.
So I opened up the little folder that had our documents in, and I'm like, oh no, my passport is still in the printer.
So she had to call Zach. Zach was at the church. Then she had to call Shirley to call Zach to pick up the passport, the keys.
So Shirley had to go.
Thank you, Shirley.
Again,
God bless
again and
you,
again.
Shirley. We love you, Shirley. You are our fifth child. We love you.
But then actually, they didn't even ask to see my original passport, so I might not have actually needed it. But it was out there. It was there.
So they only apparently serve 30 people a day.
To do renewals. There's other people that are registering their vehicles as well. So apparently they feel that's more important.
30 renewals. So if you have to renew, remember, go
John,
early.
you did the teacher so well. Yeah. Well, you know what? It's like that too, Terry, with the
Transito. In the old days,
yeah.
they would pull us over and you hear in the street.
They never pulled us over. They weren't pulling us over.
No, they
we
pull
didn't
other
ever get
people
pulled
over.
over. It's other people.
Always other people. Yeah. Oh, we did see some graft going on, and had we known about that, I would have done it.
I don't know what the point was,
But
yes.
I keep telling Christy, if there is a way to pay somebody to make this go faster, do it. If there is a lawyer we can pay that will do this for us, do it. Because not a fan of lines, not a fan of masks, not a fan of, okay, so we get there in the morning, everybody is congregated in this little ball of people.
Because he wanted to be in the shade.
Then the Transinos come out and they're like, you cannot do this. So you must spread out. So they're, see the X's on the walls that they have. And then they said to Christy and I, are you two together? Yes. You two still need your own X's.
Yeah, we had to separate. We had to be 6 feet apart. Or
So then when we go inside there again, all in the ball again. It's all a game, people. People are just not rationalizing truth.
And Terry's asking what a transito is. It's our traffic police down here. They now
call themselves something else.
Movilidad? Movilidad.
Yeah.
Something like that. That was a new thing to us.
It's mobility now. Where before it was transito, which transit, moving
traffic.
around. Now it's mobility because they want traffic to move.
Mm-hmm. Can you go grab the coffee? You're closer.
Why?
I want more. Just to get him away from the camera for a few minutes. Oh, sorry, he's back already.
Oh, you're a terrible lady.
Thank you.
There you go.
Oh, you spilled. Oh, babe, seriously, grab a paper towel too.
Oh my gosh.
Well, look at this.
Use my mask. It'll come in handy for something.
Can you just give me the napkin? I tell you, you guys, who can't pour coffee without spilling it all over?
Besides John's freak hour point, glad to see your home. Sweet home.
Freak out, probably.
Freak out point, yeah. I'm going to keep freaking out.
We are very glad to be home. We are very glad to be home. Our house is air conditioned, so we don't have to sweat if we don't want to.
We can just turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off.
And we make more electricity or whatever than we use, so that's a good thing. With using the air conditioning?
Right now we have 3,000 kilowatt hours banked. So that would be like running our AC 24 hours a day for 100 days. Just one. Mm-hmm. You know, that's one.
Without replenishing it. So, yeah. So, I mean, we don't go crazy. We right now we're in the big living room kitchen area, and we just have the one air conditioning unit on. When we're in our bedroom, we turn off all these other ones and just turn that one. I mean, we're not going to go crazy. The only one that we need to do, and we didn't put that on our list, was for the storage room, because that's getting musty smelling in there. So we need to get that done.
Yeah. So
you have solar. Yes, ma'am. We do have solar. We have 23 panels because one of our wonderful workers broke one and hid it, so we didn't know.
Yes.
And so, yes, we are producing more electricity than what we use, because in the winter months, we use very, very little. It would have to be a real special reason. Sometimes it's just because it's really loud outside that we'll shut the windows and put air conditioning on. But normally we are just using fans in the winter. But in the summer, because of the humidity, we do like our AC.
Yes.
And so our first bill for the full, because we get billed every 2 months, was 45 pesos, which is like $3
for 2 months of electricity.
$3 Canadian, yeah.
Yeah, $3. So $1.50 Canadian a month is what it costs us now.
Well, we get to turn our furnace on. Well, aren't you lucky, Sherry? Hi, how are you?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Do you have coated windows to help keep it cooler?
We do, but it's not really effective. We have those shade curtains.
Yeah,
that really is way more effective.
Yeah, so that's what we decided to do. We have huge windows. So actually, every window that we have in our house, there's 3 big ones. Well, the one in the kitchen, we don't even have curtains on. You can see how big it is. They're about 7 feet across and about at least 5 feet tall. Mm-hmm. So we have to use patio door panels for curtains, and we need 2 full sets for each window.
So let us tell you how much it costs us a month to run our home. Now, we do have to pay $500.
You had heated seats on? Oh, Lori, I'm so sad.
We have to pay $500 a year for each home because they're in separate trusts. That's just the way foreigners can own property in Mexico in the restricted zone. We don't need to talk about that right now. But our monthlies, so for water, sewage, and trash, it's about $7 Canadian a month is what we pay. That's for all three in there. Our natural gas, our propane, we originally had like 7 leaks and it always reeked of propane. We could never figure out, but our house was open, so we never blew up. But then
not that we know of.
Our housekeeper and the gas guy, they've repaired all of that, so now our gas lasts forever. But usually that's about $20 a month, $20 to $30 a month. So that is used by our oven, our water heater, and
the washer dryer.
Washer
like
dryer.
anything to
our
heat.
washer.
Yeah. Well, dryer is gas too.
So yeah, the dryer. If I said washer, I'm crazy.
You are. But it's to heat our water, obviously.
So then electricity, $1.50 Canadian a month because of the solar, which we did have to spend on that. That was about $10,000 US. But that was before. If you were to do it now, it's even less because that's coming down considerably because people are realizing solar is a scam. And the electric company is just kind of crazy, but that's fine. So yeah, so it's $1.50 for electricity, $7 for water, sewer, and garbage. Gas, about $20 to $30 a month. Probably the $20 is closer to the truth. That's really it. So that's nice. It is nice to have our expenses so low now.
Yeah.
And that's Mexico, right?
So we've got a couple of comments. Karina, I have goodies for you. So let me know. You're not at the office yet, though, are you? And then Eva, I'm sorry, 8 degrees. That's just wrong.
What the heck?
It's August.
I can't figure this out.
Do you guys not understand the problem that you're doing here?
We had like 6 days of summer while we were in Canada, 5 okay days, but then 80 days of horrible.
I haven't checked to see what it's like in Ontario because we'd still be there had it not been for the change.
Yeah.
Do you want to know?
No, I don't. I don't. So yeah, but I guess it's going to be bad for fires and stuff, and it is bad because they've had such incredible heat
in Ontario.
Well, all around. Everywhere except where we were was lovely. Great summer.
Yeah, Alberta was wet.
No, but I think even Calgary had better weather than we did.
Tell God that, Christie. Hey, God isn't making you stay there.
Yeah.
Olivia, 5 and
oh my gosh.
Oh, Olivia, I'm so sorry.
We are
honey.
sorry.
Actually, I'm not sorry. Come buy a house. I'll get you even just a little small one that you can come and spend your summers here because apparently they're miserable in Alberta.
Yeah, the one by the church is gone. Somebody else bought it. They've done a lot. The people that bought it.
Yeah.
It's nice what they've done. So yeah, still waiting. I keep forgetting to have this heart stuff here because you're supposed to have it with food, and we're trying to do the intermittent fasting here because it's so much easier to be in control when we are in control of our food. And I think I've already lost like 2.5 kilos since I've been here. It's mostly water, I guess, because you can't lose that much fat.
But we're not eating really, well, we had a few carbs last night, but we're being more careful, right? Because and we're only eating, we only ate once yesterday.
That's true. So that's the intermittent fasting part. Yeah. So
BC still isn't like normal, only a couple of good weeks. Yeah, I mean, it really, there are places in town. See, do you guys see this? I got sunburned. See that?
Yeah, that's because of the pool party we had.
That was on Sunday.
Day after we arrived.
They're like,
thanks,
you're not used to this Mexican sun yet, are you? I'm like, nope.
And Terry Lynn brought her treats, which
we didn't take any home. I was so proud of my husband.
And she made stuff that I love. Like, she knows I like chocolate and peanut butter.
Yeah.
And she made 2 different things. She made chocolate peanut butter cookies, and she made chocolate peanut butter fudge bars.
Those were good. So yeah, there's a few of those kind of snacks that I'm going to try to learn how to make him in keto.
Please, thank you. Yes.
So he can still have, because John has a real sweet tooth. For me, I could eat a bag of chips like that.
But the thing is, though, if I can get off of the sweets for 2 weeks, I don't need it anymore.
Then he doesn't crave it anymore.
It is crazy that what your body goes through, the headaches, everything. It's kind of like your body's like, you're addicted to sugar.
Hey, my nails match my cup.
But those need to be replaced.
Oh, I know, my nails, they look okay from like way back, but they're in such bad shape right now. I have to do something about them.
Well, you keep looking at yourself.
I know.
She's vain. She's very vain.
It's just habit. My picture is right there. Why wouldn't I look at that instead of a camera where I have to be blinded by the light that's up there?
Let's sing Blinded by the Light.
Does anybody care if I look right in the camera, or can I look at myself and so my eyes don't water?
No, you want to look right at them.
Then you have to fix it. Put the camera down here then.
I will put it in the middle of the screen.
You can't.
I will make it
break.
like a Samsung TV. Do you know there's somebody has the trademark now to have a camera inserted into your television, and you won't even know it's on, and it may already be on. Samsung says that if you have private conversations with their TV, it records you. See, she's saying you're beautiful.
Thank you, Terry. And I'm just seeing that Gaddy's watching. Good morning, Gaddy.
So I think...
Look wherever you want, Christie. Thanks, Wendy. Okay, I'll just...
We'll do that.
Do that. What is the stuff you took for energy when you... and that stuff for the diet? What is the stuff you took for energy? Oh, the John is taking?
Well, this is Dr. Klein's Healthy Heart Plus. You can get this at most...
Well, we don't know most health food stores.
Yeah, but you can ask for it. So you say Dr. Klein, and it's from Nanton. And it does take on humidity quite easily.
Yeah.
So it gets hard in there as soon as you open it.
And it doesn't taste or smell very good. I haven't tasted it, but I've smelled it.
It's got a hint of vomit to it, which we have fruit here in Mexico that kind of has that as well. But you have it in juice or whatever. I'm telling you, it's amazing because it's got so much stuff. The guy who sold it to us, he takes 2 scoops at once instead of
like
one in the evening, one in the morning. He just does that for intermittent fasting. And it's like, wow. Another thing I take for energy is 5-HTP in the morning, which is like a precursor of serotonin. So your body has everything it needs to make the good stuff. And later on, it turns into melatonin because your body is an amazing machine, which does crazy things. So 5-HTP, you can get that off of Amazon very inexpensively. To get it in Mexico, a lot more money, just because any kind of naturals to get across the border are very crazy. They wouldn't let Christie's toothpaste come across, not this time, but she ordered it from Amazon, a 6-pack, and they just turned it away at the border.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what else they turned away at the border, which I thought was really strange just not that long ago? I ordered battery-operated salt and pepper grinders, right? Because I like fresh mills. Okay. And they've got, you just push the top down and it grinds it, and you can do different grinds, whatever.
Thick, thin.
No, coarse, fine, not thick and thin. Well, coarse or fine. Anyways, and that got turned away at the border. And I thought, well, maybe there was salt and pepper in it already and they didn't want that to come across. But no, they were empty. So I don't understand. And they didn't even have batteries in it because I ended up, so that order got canceled, sent back. So I ordered it and had it sent to my mom's house so I could get them before we came down. And when I opened them, I'm like, okay, there's no batteries in it. There's no salt and pepper in them. Like they're just... So
curse you, Mexico border people.
I just don't understand what they turn away and what they don't sometimes. It's confusing. I mean, and toothpaste. I just don't want to have all that fluoride and stuff in my toothpaste. And we really like this anise flavor, the black licorice. But now we have very strong mint. That stuff is like painfully strong almost.
Now, not a doctor, but one of the things that I did read about COVID is that it's very sugar dependent. And this is one of the largest obesity populations in the world. Something like 40%, 50% of Mexicans are obese. That's one thing I did notice in Canada is there's a lot thinner people. And it's just very interesting that this is part of it. Because in Mexico, it is kind of devastating what's happening here as far as COVID goes and as far as the medical treatment, et cetera. But the keto thing is that if you're keto and you don't have sugar going into your body, it is a very difficult time for this COVID to take effect.
Well, that's
So-
every virus, though.
It is,
Every
absolutely.
virus feeds on sugar. So does cancer,
Yeah.
for that matter.
Yep. So if you do not want to catch the COVID, it might be a good idea to go keto. Not a doctor. Not a doctor.
Vitamin D.
Yep. Sunshine.
Yeah.
Lots of sunshine.
Oh, yeah. You're not getting any up there. You'll have to come here.
Yeah. Sorry about that. It is so nice to be home. It's so nice, even though we have a lot of the same situation that you have going in Canada. Here you have to put your feet in a solution of rubbing alcohol, we assume, because nothing's FDA approved. We're just assuming they're not putting bad stuff in. But yeah, so even though it's just nice to be home.
Eva likes anise toothpaste.
Yeah.
She'd rather have the cold weather. I'd rather have the cold weather and my battery-powered salt and pepper grinders, the sacrifices that I'm willing to make.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'd rather both, because if I can just go up and visit, or I can fly up to the States and go shopping and bring it back with me.
And it's a 23-hour drive. I don't think they're kind to border crossings by vehicle, but by plane you can do anything you want now. Although we've heard several people say, well, our plane flights were canceled. Well, we didn't have any problems. And we were able to travel on a dime. Like, that's the thing I don't understand.
But I think maybe it was the type of flight we took. I don't know. We had no problems anyways, and I'm very thankful for that because, you know, it's hard to leave. We were excited to come home, don't get me wrong, but it's hard to leave because, you know, you look forward to the stuff that you're going towards, but you forget that sometimes saying goodbye is pretty tough. At least it was for me.
And your mom.
And my mom.
Her mom got up in the morning. We said, don't wake up and you won't have to go through this. And she wakes up. She wakes up. And I'm like, why would you do this to yourself?
Sherry thinks she's very funny this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, so by the time you make that decision that you're ready to leave, then you're ready to leave. I mean, then you're just, you know, you're packed up, you're ready to go. And if we would have had to been turned back or flight changed, I don't know what I would have said to someone. Yeah. I might have been like grumpy like John.
Yikes.
Probably not. That's not in my...
We have an interview with a housekeeper because I've convinced Christie that her time is too valuable to be...
I didn't take much convincing. I was looking for a housekeeper. He's just...
No. So then because I want somebody to do our laundry as well, because there's nothing more frustrating than going to an appointment and needing to get out something.
Oh, I know who it is, Sherry. I know who it is.
Oh, we know who you are. See, your father has a place of esteem and respect in our house because when the world crashed, he actually helped us get through some of the stuff that he had said to me
back
to get
in
through.
2000.
Yeah, before we came to Mexico, he said some stuff to me that boom came to my head, and I'm like, wow. Yeah. So it really got us through. So yeah, we miss your father definitely. Mm-hmm. We don't miss you much. I'm kidding. Nice. I'm kidding. It's a joke.
And Eva, it was you knew we weren't staying all the whole year.
Yeah. Well, I planned on staying 3 or 4 months because I really, you know, I expected it to sort of be nice there. But yeah.
Yeah, I know. John kept telling people, yeah, we'll probably be gone 3 or 4 months. And I'm like, no. She
misses her grandkids too much.
I did. And it's so nice to be back and see my little pumpkins. Zach had to come over last night because, well, he forgot the stroller in the car for 2 days and they needed it yesterday morning, but we were already gone to...
In line.
We were already in line when he decided he needed it. So I'm assuming, I didn't ask him, but I'm assuming they must have had to drive to work because they wouldn't have carried the kids and all their stuff.
I don't know.
That's a long walk. But yeah.
So we are starting our day now. So this is where we say goodbye. And we will have the house ready.
What do you mean we're starting our day? I've put tons of clothes away. You've already photographed the house.
We've been up since 6. What am I saying?
It's time for lunch. No
and
nap.
It's 10:36 here. So we've been up for 4.5 hours already. So we're going to get our day continued. Sure, continue.
We're going to carry on with our day.
So remember, be kind to one another, love one another, because people are stupid and nuts and cruel.
No, they're scared and angry. They're mostly scared. That is it.
Kids filled with anxiety. This is a horrible, terrible thing that the leaders of the world are doing right now. It's horrible. So, and I think that these people are like that are being Karens of the world. You're terrible for doing this to people, period. So be kind to one another, love one another. Don't touch your face. Do not touch your spouse's face. And remember to wash your hands often to at least 2 songs. Bohemian Rhapsody and Inagata Davida are 2 great songs.
And also, even without COVID, you should still wash your hands. I'm just putting that out there.
You should. So guys, have a fantastic Wednesday, and we will see you tomorrow. And maybe by Friday, we'll have the house ready where we can do the walkthrough, because I want to show you our banana tree. We have 1 set of bananas, so huge.
Yeah, but I have some cleaning up to do first.
All right, guys. Happy Wednesday. Bye. Oh, this is the awkward part.